Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Wednesday edition of the Steel City Sports Report, where we talk all things Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. I am your host, Brady Vini, and today's report includes: who is QB1 heading into Denver? What is going on with Brian Hayes? A recently retired Penguin joining the coaching staff? And more. Please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the Steel City Sports Report. And now let's get into the first news story of the day. Who is QB1 heading into Denver? On Tuesday, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin had his annual weekly press conference where he highlighted the previous weekend's game against the Atlanta Falcons and previewed this upcoming weekend's game against the Denver Broncos. In this press conference, Tomlin addressed the big question about his team, which is who is quarterback one heading into this weekend. Tomlin answered the question by saying, "We're preparing as if Justin is going to be our quarterback. I think that's the appropriate way to do it. Speculation is a waste of time. Russell's hurt. He's not available to us. And so, as you guys know, as a general practice man, I focus my energy on those that are available and their readiness. I just saw Justin. He just finished a good workout here today. Excited about maybe going through a complete week with him in terms of the preparation process." When asked a follow-up question about if Russell Wilson is healthy, will he still be quarterback one, Tomlin, in a long-winded answer, basically said, "I am not going to soothe you with hypothetical scenarios." With Russ still nursing his calf and the Steelers being overly cautious with Wilson's injury, it is obvious that Justin Fields is quarterback one for the foreseeable future, and that Russell Wilson's revenge game against the Denver Broncos has been postponed. Mike Tomlin gives injury updates. Also, at the beginning of head coach Mike Tomlin's press conference, he gave us some updates on some players who were injured before and after the Atlanta Falcons game. Starting with quarterback Russell Wilson, Tomlin stated that Russ feels better, but whether he can protect himself and be productive with his calf injury will determine whether he is active this Sunday. Tomlin added that Wilson's injury is a day-by-day process and that he will not be a full participant starting with Wednesday's practice. Corner and special teams gunner Darius Rush was placed into the NFL's concussion protocol following the game in Atlanta, but is anticipated to get out of it before Denver. Left tackle Dan Moore Jr. had an ankle swell up, according to head coach Mike Tomlin, and it is unknown what his participation will look like through the week and in Denver. Should Dan Moore not play or be 100% in Denver, we could see the much-anticipated move of Broderick Jones to left tackle and first-round pick Troy Fautanu get game action at right tackle. To round out the injury report, Tomlin noted that rookie wide receiver Roman Wilson is ramping up, but is unknown whether he will participate this weekend, and that guard Isaac Seumalo is participating more, but is still dealing with a pectoral injury. It is most likely that Seumalo and Wilson will both be inactive this weekend. What is going on with Brian Hayes? On his weekly radio show on 93.7 The Fan, Pirates manager Derek Shelton gave an update on Brian Hayes' back injury. When asked about the condition of his Gold Glove third baseman, Shelton said that Hayes has yet to do any baseball activities since landing on the 10-day IL on August 19th. With Hayes' history of back issues, Shelton was asked whether off-season back surgery is on the table. Shelton answered, saying, "For Brian, as of right now, surgery is not on the table. When you're dealing with backs, it's a fickle thing. But right now, our plan is strengthening and conditioning and getting him in a position where the back is healthy so he can make the rotations that he needs." Part of another question for Shelton was whether or not the Pirates know exactly what Hayes' injury is. In his answer, Shelton didn't answer that part of the question. With this, it is becoming concerning with how the Pirates are handling Hayes' back injury. Let's just hope that this back injury gets resolved soon and is not career-threatening. Former Pens player now transitioning to coach? The boys are back in town. On Tuesday, tons of Pittsburgh Penguin players returned to the Pens practice facility in Cranberry Township for an informal skate. Among the familiar faces was none other than recently retired forward Jeff Carter. Carter could be seen on the ice in coach attire and was helping run the practice session alongside Ty Hennis and Andy Chiodo. This will be an interesting development to see if the retired Carter will join the Pens coaching staff or front office. Would you like to see Carter stay in the Pens organization in some form? Mike Tomlin shares details on emergency holder situation. When the Steelers lost Cameron Johnston to injury in Sunday's game against the Falcons, they not only lost their punter, but their kick holder. With Johnston out, Mike Tomlin turned to newcomer wide receiver Scotty Miller to hold the sixth and final field goal for kicker Chris Boswell. The operation with Miller as holder seemed to go clean, and the kick from Boswell was good. This was an emergency situation for the Steelers, but Tomlin had already prepared for that scenario. In his Tuesday press conference, Tomlin revealed that at the Thursday practice before Atlanta, he did a straw poll and asked, "Did anyone hold in high school?" When Miller raised his hand, he practiced a couple holds in case he would need to do it on Sunday. Strangely enough, the situation arose, but the Steelers were prepared. And finally, with the final segment of today's Steel City Sports Report, it actually will have nothing to do at all with sports. Instead, on this day, I would like to pay remembrance to those who tragically lost their lives in the 9/11 attacks and pay tribute to those who bravely and selflessly ran towards danger on that fateful day and saved countless lives. And on the anniversary of 9/11, we will never forget. Thank you all for watching the video today, and God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.